Maggie's going crazy. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So Maggie is being a little bit weird and crazy. Now she's a little bit tired, and she did mess up this blanket a little bit, so sorry about that. But basically, today's video is going to be a little bit different from my usual cute animal videos. Today we are going to be talking about PetSmart and just kind of discussing it with you guys. I in no way want this to be a rant or an angry video about me trashing PetSmart. It's just a discussion, if you know what I mean. There's the good and the not so good going on there. I just feel that we should discuss that. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So I think we'll just start with the Tiny Tails Cage line specifically. PetSmart did come out with the Tiny Tails Cage line maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I don't remember if it was 2018 or 2019, but somewhere around there. And these cages, unfortunately, are targeted towards children, very young children specifically. So that is not good because children will go out and just ask to get a hamster or a gerbil or a mouse, and they'll throw it in the Tiny Tails cage because they don't know any better, and it is just really sad. So we're just going to kind of discuss that a little bit. So unfortunately, when I did go into the aisle with all of the Tiny Tails cages, it looked like a children's toy store, and it just really made me sad because hamsters are not toys. They should be treated like living, breathing animals. They deserve very large, enriching cages, and people just don't know any better, and they put them in Critter Trails or Tiny Tails or Habit Trails or any of the very small starter kit cages. And it just is really sad and upsetting to a lot of people because it is so rewarding to have an enriching cage for your hamster or any other animal really, and just watching them thrive rather than putting them in a cage and practically using them as a toy. So another thing I would like to touch on very quickly is starter kits for hamsters and gerbils and guinea pigs, because those usually just don't meet their needs. They're usually far too small. I did find a guinea pig one that was not even big enough for a hamster, let alone a pair of guinea pigs. And a lot of the guinea pig starter kits are targeted towards single guinea pigs, which is not okay because guinea pigs really need to be in pairs or groups, even in a herd if you can provide that. Those starter cages just are not big enough for them. Guinea pigs really do need a lot of space. So yeah. And the starter kits just don't provide them with everything they need. So now you may be asking, well, how can I solve these problems? So I'm just gonna go ahead and go over a few really good ways that you can solve all of the problems with starter kits and Tiny Tails and everything. So if you have seen any of my other videos featuring Franklin, my hamster, he lives in a 50-gallon bin cage currently. I do have plans to upgrade him, as you may know, but this is his setup for right now. And we got this 50-gallon bin for around 20 bucks at Home Depot, I think it was. Put some mesh and some zip ties, and bam, perfect bin cage. This is one of the best options you can do for hamster cages. It provides so much space and enrichment, and it's just so much better than starter kits or Tiny Tails. So this is a really, really good solution, and I highly recommend it. Another great solution, if we are talking about the guinea pig cages that are just far too small, is to just simply make your own, sorry Maggie, out of CNC grids. Or to buy the Midwest cages like I currently have off of Amazon. The reason I have these CNC grids, I actually have a lot of them, is because I'm pretty sure that sometime eventually we will be making a CNC cage for the boy guinea pig, so that's why we have those. But yeah, CNC cages are awesome, the Midwest cages are awesome, and they really are just great solutions. Oh, and I did forget to mention, as far as the animals sold at any chain pet store really go, they did not have small animals today. All of the small animal cages were empty. But as far as animals go there, I would highly recommend not getting animals from there really, because I'm pretty sure the animals that they sell there come from rodent mills, or if we're talking about reptiles, like reptile mills. So the solution for this problem is simply just to look at rescues. If you're looking for small animals, there are a lot of good small animal rescues, and there might even be some reptile rescues, but yeah, rescues, reputable breeders, those are great places to look. But I would just most of the time avoid buying animals from pet stores, so there's that. So the last couple of things I would like to discuss real quick, because I do not want this to be a super long video, is just dust baths and hamster balls. So everybody knows what a hamster ball is. It's just this plastic ball that you put your hamster in and they roll around, and they really aren't safe. Victoria Raechel does have a video on hamster balls and cars, so if you would like to know more about why they are not safe, go check out that video. I will be sure to link that in the description if I can. But basically, they can get their feet and their toes caught in them, and it is just a really stressful experience. There are other ways to exercise your hamster besides putting them in a hamster ball, and that is either putting them in a safe playpen or a dry bathtub, or just simply letting them free roam around a room. Now, the last thing I am going to touch on is bath dust targeted towards hamsters and chinchillas and gerbils. Now, chinchillas, I am pretty sure that it is fine to give them dust baths, but for hamsters and gerbils, they do have very sensitive respiratory systems, so giving them dust will give them respiratory issues, and it just is not good. A way we can avoid this is just by using sand for a sand bath instead of a dust bath, because this particular reptile sand is not dusty at all, and Franklin loves it. This is what I use in my sand bath. So my overall thoughts on PetSmart is, unfortunately, there's a lot of things that they could be doing better, such as the Tiny Tails cages and all of the starter kits and where they get their animals from, etc., and how they care for the animals. It is just a little bit sad and upsetting to myself and a lot of other people that really deeply care about these animals and just want to see them living their best lives with their owners. And unfortunately, when people do get animals from PetSmart, this doesn't really happen because they just don't do research. They go out and just buy them and put them in one of those critter trails or tiny tails, and it is just really sad. But hopefully we will be able to change this by advocating for proper care for these animals and just giving them the best lives we possibly can, because that's what we should be doing. So yeah, that is my overall thoughts on PetSmart, and I really just think they could be doing a lot better. And I honestly think that people could be doing a lot better in general as far as doing research and properly caring for animals goes. But as I said, hopefully in the future, this will all change and people will be properly caring for animals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was not the most positive video. I just really felt that we needed to have a discussion about this because PetSmart is just, there is a lot of things that can improve, but we really do need to focus on the fact that they can improve. So yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.